You, yes, you may like being fat and don't even realize it. Well, Aaliyah, who the hell likes being fat? Believe it or not, a lot of people subconsciously like being fat. And I'm going to tell you why in today's video. But before we get started, let me introduce myself. My name is Aaliyah. I am a life coach, a mental health coach, and an eating disorders recovery coach. And on this channel, we're going to be talking about eating disorders / diet recovery in a plus size body. We're also going to be covering trauma. We're going to be covering spirituality. And I'm going to give you easy to implement tips and solutions so you can heal your heart and rewrite your story. If you'd like to work with me one on one, I will leave my email down below. So, back to the topic at hand. You may like being fat and don't even realize it. And I'm gonna tell you why. So, first of all, how do you know that you like being fat? Do you find yourself saying things like, my metabolism is broken? Ugh, it's so hard for me to lose weight. I'm always gonna be fat. Oh my gosh, I look like a whale. Oh my gosh, I look like a pig. I'm never gonna lose this weight. This weight is like glue on me. So statements like that. If you do find yourself saying statements like that, subconsciously, you may like being fat. The mind works in some weird ways, people. Especially your subconscious mind, it just works in weird ways. Because the point is it's trying to keep you safe and it's trying to keep you protected. So a lot of times I see my clients use their weight as an excuse to get out of things because a lot of times they are people pleasers and they have a hard time setting boundaries. And like I said, y'all, you already know if you see me looking down, I have my notebook and I just want to make sure I do not miss anything for y'all. So, according to Louise Hayes in this book, You Can Heal Your Life, it's a really good book. Being overweight, being fat, whatever you want to call it, plus size, is actually um, a safety mechanism, is actually used as a protection. So think about stuff like this. Like, has something happened to you in the past to where you feel like your weight is keeping you safe? So I see this a lot with people who were sexually abused, that their weight is keeping them safe so they don't get attention from people. Or maybe you're an introvert or you like to keep to yourself and people looking at you and giving you attention just doesn't make you feel good. You don't like attention on you. Um, or maybe there's something else that happened to you in the past that just made you just not like getting attention and you're using the weight subconsciously as a safety mechanism. So think about things like this. This is what I always tell my clients. And think about what happened to you in the past, or even if it's in the present moment, and see if your weight is protecting you. So a lot of times, also like I mentioned, people have a hard time setting boundaries. So let's say you're invited to like an event or whatever it is, you're just not in the mood to go for whatever reason. A lot of people use their weight as an excuse. No, I'm too fat to go to this. No, well, maybe the weight limit is over and I can't go to this. When a lot of times you just want to like just rest. Life is hard and people deserve to rest. And they have a hard time setting that boundary and saying no yet again. I teach parts work, and parts work basically means that basically there's like a team in your mind, and this team needs to work together to achieve full harmony. So every member of the team has a different role or a different need. For example, one part of you may just want to chill and just rest and relax. There's the other part of you that is maybe driven and wants to work hard and achieve success. Maybe there's the other part of you that, wants to exercise and wants to be active. There's maybe the other part of you that wants to be creative. You get the point. The point is, we all have these different needs, and we need to find a way for them to work together in order to achieve full harmony within ourselves. Okay, so with being overweight, there's that part of you that likes it because maybe it gets you out of things that you do not want to do. Or maybe when you're thinner, um, my coach actually explained this to me. She's in a thinner body, that more is expected out of you when you're thinner versus when you're overweight. People don't really expect much out of you. So maybe there's something like that where together you can work in harmony. So for example, to satisfy those parts, Maybe you need to rest more. Maybe you need to chill. Maybe you need to start setting boundaries with people. Maybe you need to set a boundary between, your work life and your home life. You get what I mean. There's a way that you need to satisfy all the parts in order to achieve the harmony. Safety is a big thing with being overweight. So to feel safe, there's things that you can do. There's safety affirmations. I feel safe. I feel protected. My body is safe. I am safe, etc. I mean, y'all can make up your own safety affirmations or even Google some safety affirmations that resonate with you. There's also hypnosis and subliminals. I've mentioned this in my other videos. I mention it a lot because they really do work. My favorite channel for this personally is Blue Sky Hypnosis. I am in no way affiliated with him, but I just really like his videos and I really like his channel a lot. So you can do therapy or coaching or find yourself a mentor to have that support system to further make you feel safe. You can also engage in self care to help you feel safe. Self care can mean whatever it means to you. It could be journaling, it could be sleeping, it could be taking a bath, it could be going out and having some fun. It's whatever resonates with you in terms of self care and also establishing routines in your life. Believe it or not, humans actually thrive on routine, and really setting a routine could also make you feel more safe because, for the most part, you know what to expect. Of course, with life, the unexpected tends to happen. But if you establish the routines for the most part, you know what to expect, and your body tends to feel safe with routines. Okay. Of course, mindfulness techniques, there's breath work. Um, you could also make sure your physical environment is safe. For some of my clients, they like to do this, like they like having an alarm or like a dog or like, extra locks and bolts on their door. Some people are like that, and hey, that makes them feel safe and more power to you. So if that makes you feel safe, do that. Establishing connections with family, with friends, people that you feel safe with to, talk and be vulnerable with. And they're not gonna like judge you or anything like that. So that's also really important to feel safe. And also reducing the news. There's some really negative media out there. And I'm not gonna say just news, just media in general. Try to reduce the negative media as much as you can because that really affects your subconscious mind. And of course, joining like minded groups or like minded communities. You can find this on, social media or Reddit or even like a simple Google search. So there are ways for you to start feeling safe and have your body to start feeling safe again. All right. So there is a book. I'm just going to read a little bit of this because this is really, really long. But there is a book that I like to use with my clients. It is called Metaphysical Anatomy by Yvette Rose. I'm going to read a little bit about what she says about the emotional root causes of weight and maybe some solutions for y'all to explore. And again, I would recommend the book because the book is really good, like really, really good. So basically, she says that weight could be the result of an underactive thyroid. If you have thyroid issues, an underactive thyroid is related to carrying a great deal of emotional baggage. You feel a great need to protect yourself from experiencing any further emotional pain. It's a big one with a lot of overweight people. You've already had a fair share of stress, tension, and rejection. I talked about this in my being ugly and fat video. That was one thing that I did experience a lot of. You believe that you have too many shortcomings in life, and no matter how much you try, you will always fail. You seem to feel like you will never have, turning to the next page, enough of what you need, and you are surrounded by deprivation. You have a void within that cannot be filled. You have a deep fear of losing control. You fear your source of food and comfort or your parents' early infancy stages when what you want and need in life has always been the last priority to others. There is a lot more in this that I can read, but it's going to be really, really long. But here, I'm going to explain some solutions that she suggests. Sorry, y'all, I cannot speak today. Um, so explore womb trauma. How did you feel in the womb stages? This one is kind of hard because your mom basically has to be alive, and there is something called womb regression therapy where you can do like a hypnosis and feel like you're in the womb. That's been really hard to find. I did find someone in India, but they don't do like remote sessions. So far I haven't been able to find anybody who does this. But if your parent is alive, maybe ask them some questions on how it was when they were pregnant with you. So did your mom and dad have abundance issues? If yes, explore how their feelings related to lack and fear of not having enough affected you. Did you have a hostile relationship with your parents? That's a big one too. It's a very, very, very big one. Or who and what made you feel insecure and unprotected? As I mentioned earlier, there could have been maybe some abuse in the past. Explore that even further. And you are stuck in a victim state. Which parent had the same pattern? Explore that further. There are more solutions, but again, I'm not trying to make this video super long. I would recommend y'all getting that book because it's really, really good. It has helped me a lot, and it has helped um, my clients as well. And it was something that also helped me because once I realized all this stuff, I realized subconsciously maybe I do like being overweight. I'm the type of person that does not like a lot of attention on me. I'm a huge introvert, huge, huge introvert. And I really like being to myself. And as I made in the Enneagram video, I'm a nine, everybody else can have the attention. I'm good with being on the sidelines. So this was a big one for me too. And as y'all know, I also suffered a lot of abuse, narcissistic abuse from everyone in my family. Like I said, everyone in my family was a narcissist and still is, unfortunately, a narcissist. And also, food was taken away from me as a kid because I was always overweight. And I mean, I had to explore that too. I was also sexually abused. That was a big one too. So, um, working through all of these different traumas has honestly really helped me a lot. And I would definitely encourage y'all to explore this, whether it's with a coach or a therapist, or you want to do some, shadow work or self reflection, etc. So we are coming to the end of this video, and I just want to end it with this. Remember to be kind and compassionate towards yourself because you only have one life to live, and you are in one body, and just be kind and compassionate to yourself. A lot of people are really, really mean and really vicious with themselves. It's like they're in a abusive relationship with themselves, and it's really sad. I know when people say that they laugh, but it's really sad. Just be kind and compassionate towards yourself because life is hard, y'all. Life is hard. We're all struggling in different ways, and really kindness and compassion towards yourselves and to others really goes a long way in this life. And explore what I've said further, and maybe you do subconsciously like being fat. So if you do, awareness is the first step to fix things. So there you go. Um, Again, please comment, like, and share my video. Subscribe to my channel. I have more content coming y'all's way, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank y'all so much for everything, and love y'all. Bye.